Hey guys, it is Saturday, August 3rd, 2024, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right, guys, we are continuing the month of August themed with free VST reverbs. And of course, for the summer months, we are also talking about some instruments or synths. So let's jump right into that. So the first plugin for today is as follows. So first up here, we have Roll Gold. Roll Gold. So this one is pretty simple. It is a plate reverb. The interface is resizable, Mac and PC compatible. And this one is based off of a more expensive paid version. They kind of stripped it down. And they just gotta remember there's no presets. And you see the interface, it's pretty simple. So we have a bass cut, which is basically a high pass frequency, which you always want to have on a reverb. It's good to have that there. Cut those low frequencies. There's a dampener, which is basically kind of dampening the high frequencies. So that would be like a low pass. And then we have pre-delay and then wet dry. That's it. Pretty simple. So it's going to be kind of straightforward what this reverb brings to the table. It's not that flexible. It just brings somewhat of a plate sound. And then you just dial in your wet dry to test. So that's it for this one. That is Roll Gold. Next up, we have Room Reverb. So unlike Roll Gold, this one gives you way more controls, way more granular controls. So you can get into the details and really dial in and carve out your reverb sound and style that you're looking for. So from top to bottom, left to right, let's start on the left side. We have the output controls. We have dry level. We have early reflection level, early reflection send level, late reverb level, and then stereo width. Then down here, we have early reflections, room size, dampening. So that's pretty much some form of a filter to filter out some of the nasty low end stuff. Then over on the other side where we have late reverb, we have the room size, decay, pre-delay, dampening, diffusion, spin, and wonder. So they give you a lot here to play with. This is Mac and PC compatible. You do have the capability to resize it, and there are a decent amount of reverb presets to mess with. Pretty much in the style of small, medium, large, and extra large room, because we are dealing with room reverb. This one is from Elephant DSP. The first one we talked about, Roll Gold, is from Black Rooster Audio. Like I said, resizable interface. They have an A/B section, which is always welcome. So you can set up settings on the A and the B, and then you can audition to see which settings you like best for what you're going for. So that is Elephant DSP's Room Reverb. Next up here we have Convolution XT. So Convolution XT is a convolution reverb, hence the name Convolution XT. So I'm not going to go into the details of what convolution reverb is, look it up, but it's something that's going to be using IR files, impulse response files, which are very short audio files. You can look into the details and the technology behind that, the science behind using impulse response files. But this one comes with its own library of impulse response files, which is going to give you different reverb profiles. And this one comes with a ton of presets, pretty decent interface. The interface, I don't think is resizable. So I don't know what it looks like on a high resolution stream. But they have a ton of settings here for you to mess with. We have time, frequency. The image page is showing you what device or what space it is emulating. And down here we have the usual controls. There is IR gain, which is basically boosting the gain of your image response file. There is a reverse button. There's mono input. And then you have the modulation section, depth and rate, so you can modulate the reverb. Then we have scale, we have decay and stretch. Then we have the pre-delay time here, and they have it set in milliseconds. And most likely you could probably switch it from milliseconds to actually beats, bars, eighth notes, triplets, things of that nature. If not, you could just dial in the milliseconds. There's a math that you can do for that if you need a specific time signature. Then we have our mix, width, and then output. In here, in the browser section, you get to see all the presets with the image response files. And then there is an option to browse for your own image response files. So you can actually get a ton of image response files on the internet, and you can load those also if you have IR files. So it's an IR file loader also, along with all these controls to help you build a very unique and personal reverb sound. So definitely, this is always a good type of reverb to have, and IR reverb is always good to have. So this unit gives you all of those options. Next up, let's go. Here we go. Summer of free months. Some month of free synths and instruments. First up, we have Tyrell. Once again from Yuhi. In the last video, I showed you Podolsky and Triple Cheese from Yuhi. This is another one called Tyrell N6. The Tyrell N6 is supposed to be emulating the famous keyboard synth, the Juno. So that's what this one is. Comes with a ton of presets. So we have 580 presets. So you don't have to go around tweaking to create your own sounds. You can just start with a preset and maybe tweak from there. This one, the interface is resizable, and it's has a wide range of different types of sounds, textures, and soundscapes. So it's very versatile as far as the sound that it's going to produce. So if you're looking for more sounds, Tyrell N6. Next up, we have Great GR8. So this one is a very straightforward synth. The interface is great. It is resizable. You have mono sounds and you have polyphonic sounds within the presets. They give you a decent amount of presets. You got 88 presets. It has built-in effects. Very, very slick, modern, and sensible interface. Very intuitive. And I hope I mentioned this before, but I'm gonna say it again. The interface is resizable. There is an arpeggiator mode in here. And I like the way this sounds. It has very lush, rich sounding synth sounds, leads, basses. So if you need those type of sounds, this one will give you that. And with the fact that the interface is so modern, so nice, so sleek, it's still not too heavy on your system, which is always something that I'm looking for. So you can really have fun dialing in the sound and not worrying about it bogging down your system. So that's it, guys. Check out the link in the description. It'll take you to this blog page where you can click on the corresponding links to download these plugins that I've discussed and read some of these details, and also get more of the details on their corresponding website. So check those out. The link is in the description. Also, there's a link in the description for a video series that I did called PC Specs and How It Relates to Music Production. If you are looking for videos that can explain to you how your PC, where you produce music, how the components work to help you get smooth performance while you're producing music, recording, mixing, mastering, just building beats, composing, whatever it is. This video series will give you some insight on how the components work to keep everything flowing smoothly. So if you're having issues with your systems, there's glitching, clicking, and popping when you load certain plugins, or when you're mixing and the mix load starts to get heavy, everything is not playing back smoothly. This video series will give you some insight on why that's happening. So you'll know what to do to either upgrade your system, or when you go get a new system, you'll know what to pay attention to, what specs you need to get smooth performance for your workload and your workflow. Also, there is a link in the description, a growing playlist of these videos that I do every week that I do about 2 videos a week. So if you're looking for more free plugins, free VST plugins, definitely check out that link. There's a ton of videos there giving you more free plugins. So thanks for watching, guys. I will be back next week, most likely Tuesday. It feels like Tuesday and Saturday for now, but we'll see. So I will be back Tuesday, hopefully, with some more free plugins as we continue the month of August being themed with free VST reverbs, and of course our summer months of free synths and instruments. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, you will see me in the next video.